I saw a meme going around said, you know, we declared a war on drugs, we have more drugs. We declared a war on poverty, we have more poverty. I wish the government would declare a war on farmers markets. we'd have more farmers markets so we know what to do with. Guys, if you can pull up the computer again, Paul Joseph Watson put out a video a couple days ago, why capitalism is great. And it's got this girl with the pink hair, and she's flipping off the camera using her iPhone. Hashtag resist capitalism. I mean, that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with these young, spoiled kids here in the United States that think everything should be free because, you know, we should have robots doing it, or it should be free because there's a lot of money going around, and there is money going around. You can see the thumbnail on the computer. Did it die over here? Okay, I'll pop it back up real quick. But you see, like, that is just, people are detached, and there's a lot of people waking up, but people are detached from what's really going on and how their stuff is made. They don't know where their chicken comes from. They don't know any of this stuff.
It's the new age of entitlement.
Right.
Because they've never actually had to go through the process. They just get the end result, right? So when you don't have to go through the process of having, let's say, a horrible job to create financial stability, right? You have to clean floors and sweep things and scrub dirty dishes, right? Like working at a server as a busboy or server or something.
A dish dog.
You don't appreciate
you're called a dish dog. I worked at a restaurant. I was the dish dog for 3 months.
But let's
I worked my way out of it.
We don't want to sound, because we're not, right? We're not grumpy old men. This new generation, right? Because that's not really what it's about. It's because anyone can be entitled.
Sure.
Right? Anyone can act ridiculous like that and not understand the severity of it. And I think it's also because of their insecurities. They don't want to open themselves up to that reality. It's like when some people, you start talking about this stuff like the Chinese slave labor. They say, well, I don't want to hear about that. Don't tell me about that. I don't care. I don't care.
Let's go to Walmart.
Yeah, let's go to Walmart. The sad truth is, though, if they actually read about it and listened to it, they would probably cry and be really upset, right? They'd be upset as I am, but they won't let themselves do that. They won't accept that reality, right? And sometimes that also comes off as snide and rude and entitled, which it is in some ways, but they also just won't accept that reality, right? Because they can't, because that would shatter their illusion that the establishment gave them, the Walmart dream.
From birth.
They bought the American dream at Walmart.
From birth.
And the dream that they have that everything is great, everything's fine, and as long as you have your new iPhone, who cares?
Exactly. Or being able to go to the movies or get a new pair of jeans. All this stuff is made by these people in third world countries. And we do have to seriously examine that. And one way to do that is to also start businesses here in the United States, even though you're taxed to the gills at doing it. But it's people working hard is what made this country great. All right. There's nothing else. Nothing was handed to us. All right. We did steal some land from the Indians, but nothing was done in terms of, like, nothing was given to us. Everything, you know, there's some show on Netflix where they're building the railroad across the United States. They had to lay it one step at a time. It didn't happen overnight, but they laid a rail, and then they laid another rail, and then they get to a bridge and they build a bridge. And it doesn't happen overnight. None of this stuff. People think that stuff's going to happen, like these people who are running to that 7-Eleven and jumping around like we won. Well, they didn't win anything. They were celebrating with the guy who had the Powerball ticket. See if you guys can pull that up.
Yeah.
They're jumping around like they're winners. They didn't win anything. And it's this instant gratification, this instant entitlement society that is slowly, we've reached it's reached the peak of what it is. And now we're going to start seeing the fall. And I agree with you. I think maybe in 10 years, we might see, you know, Walmart's at 50% of what it was. You know, McDonald's is at 40% of what it was. And people, as they start making better decisions about how they spend their dollars and how they spend their time, you're going to see the system change on its own. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen with an election either. People think it's going to happen in the presidential election. It ain't going to happen.
The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs, sourced from powerful organic herbs, and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality.